Hello there, welcome back. Thanks for being here. So, in our last lecture, we have seen how to launch a browser using Karate, and we have navigated to one of the website, which is a very basic practiceselenium.com HTML site, where we have a couple of text boxes and we have some radio buttons to play with. And we have done very basic operations. We have sent keys to one of the text boxes we identified using this XPath, and we have sent this keys called Pradeep, and the function that we've used to send the keys was input. And we've also done a click operation with the help of click function, and finally we ended up putting an assertion. So we were actually verifying the title of a web page, and we were just trying to equate that value with practice-form, and we have executed the script in Chrome, and we have successfully seen this particular test case getting passed. And another learning here is we have added a function called delay, so which is adding some delay to our script. So in this case it adds a couple of seconds because the value is 2000 milliseconds. And now in this lecture I would like to demonstrate how to launch different browsers, because it is very common expectation that we should do a cross browser testing. So the application should be launched on various different browsers to see how compatible that is and how the look and feel and how the user experience would be. And we tend to do this in Selenium quite a lot by configuring different driver files and invoking the respective commands, and then we start proceeding with our actions. But in Karate it is very simple. So all we need to do is that we need to configure the driver by specifying the driver name, and it launches the respective browser in a default port. And if you wanted some sort of customization, like I wanted to have this particular browser launched in so on and so forth, still that is possible. So we will see how the browser how the multi browser execution can happen in Karate. So let's get started by going through their official documentation. So this is their official documentation that we have already seen in our last lecture. So there is a section called configure driver, so you can see in the config section. So if you just come down a bit, so these are the couple of lines that you need to add. So you can either add configure driver, and where you need to specify the Chrome, what is the type of the browser that you would like to interact with. And there is also some kind of customization. So if you wanted to tell the feature file that where is the executable for this Chrome exist, so it likely presents in your program files, C program files, applications, and Chrome. You can specify the path, and there are a lot of other options too. You can pass in this port number, you can just specify the host, and you can also activate the driver log if it in case if you wanted to do some triage or troubleshooting, it actually helps us. So let us get started with very basic thing. So configure driver, so we need to add this particular statement in our feature file so that we'll be able to launch the browser in the respective browser as it is required. So without a delay, let me create a feature file in our project. So I would create so let me just reuse the same feature file. So let me just copy this thing. I would name this as maybe cross browser.feature, and I would save. Let me open this file. So I'm not gonna add any specific action, so I would leave the feature file as is as far as the functionality is concerned, because this lecture is completely about demonstrating how to execute this script in various different browsers, likely Mozilla and Chrome. We do see a couple of things. So we all know that the configuration of a driver is one-time activity, so that is the reason I am just keeping this particular section in the background section, so that when you have another scenario in the same feature file, so this particular driver configuration will be applicable to that particular scenario as well. So let me just write background, and let me just add the configuration part. So configure driver equals to, and type colon Chrome. Yeah, so let me just give one space here, because in karate at times the space do really matter. So let's see whether we are being in line with all these things even with respect to the case and type equals to Chrome. So let me save the script and just close and reopen the script again. So now let me just close and reopen so that you can get rid of the errors. And one more thing that I have probably forgotten to show in the setup video. So we have seen how to create a Maven project, but if in case any of you are still struggling to write down your feature file, so make sure you have a natural editor plugin and also the Cucumber plugin. So you can very well install them by going to the marketplace and just search for their Cucumber plugin editor and natural editor. Since I have already have in my local, so let me just go to the installed section. You see Cucumber Eclipse plugin is already there, and also the plugin natural 0.9. so these are the couple of plugins. So even looks like I am not having the updated version, so that is the reason it is giving me the option of updating. So please make sure you have these two plugins downloaded to your Eclipse so that you can help yourself writing the feature file very effectively, and also you will be able to execute your feature file from the feature file itself rather than going to the runner class every now and then. Yeah, so that is the information that I would like to give. So coming back to the point, so what we have done differently, so we have just added in the background section this particular line. So basically star is nothing but, if you don't bother about what kind of a Gherkin syntax it is, it can be given when. So even though given, you can have it, you can mention given as well, so there is no wrong in doing that. So let me just run this script, run as Cucumber feature file to see how the browser is launched. You see the Chrome browser got launched and it is routing to their website practice-form, and it should send the keys, and followed by it should also click the radio button. So what happens is that at times I do see the scripts are failing and there is a lot of flakiness. You see the script has failed for some unknown reason. So without doing any change, so if I happen to run this again, you see this will get through. So I have a reasoning why. So, and I do see this quite a many times, and sometimes it automatically gets through, you see. So that the test case got passed and I have not done any changes. So since this is just developed, I think we will be certainly having some issues. So we'll get to know more when we just raise these issues in GitHub, and we let them know so that we'll have a fix. And what I have understood was that if you go to their official documentation, so you have something called driver types. So this driver type says that this is actually the way to launch your application in various different browsers. So if you see the type, we have mentioned it as Chrome. So the Chrome is being launched in a default port which is 9222. And if you see, it is actually using the DevTools protocol to talk to your browser. So we already discussed that Selenium uses JSON wire protocol previously, and it is now changed to W3C protocol, so World Wide Web Consortium, in order to do a hassle-free communication. And now when I specify the type equals to Chrome, that is what I have specified here, type equals to Chrome. So however you are launching your Chrome, but that is not via your Chrome driver. You see, that is the reason you see the Chrome driver has something different. I mean, the Chrome driver has their logo and it is talking with the native DevTools protocol. But if in case you wanted to launch your browser through Chrome driver, you see how the difference happens. And in the console log, if you just open, if you just try to search for 9222 port, and you will see that the Chrome is being launched in local port 9222. So this is where our Chrome exe executable path and this is the port number. That is what you can also see in the documentation. The Chrome is expected to open the default port 9222. So now let us execute the script in Chrome browser, but this time let us communicate to the browser with the help of Chrome driver. This would be very efficient. I'm damn sure that the script will not fail at all. So this can fail through Chrome, but I'm sure that this will not fail. So now I have just updated to Chrome driver, and let us just save and then click on run as Cucumber feature. This time you see the Chrome will be launched, and this time you see how it usually launches when you are working with your Selenium scripts. And once the page loads properly, you should see it is entering the keys, and then it will also check the radio button. You see, so both the things were done, and also you have noticed that the test case got passed. And now we were able to launch in a Chrome browser so far, and we have also seen that the communication has happened through two different protocols. Like initially it was through DevTools protocol, and now it is through Chrome driver, so which is very efficient, we understood. And now I wanted to launch this particular script in Mozilla Firefox browser. Let us see how that can happen. So you see the documentation, they have clearly stated that you just please do mention the type as Gecko driver. So you will see the Mozilla starts in the port number D4444, which is a default port number, and this even uses W3C protocol, and it should launch the Firefox. And if you observe the log here, and you should see the Chrome has started in 9515 port. You see, so the Chrome, when you usually launch with Chrome driver, you tend to see this is opened in a default port, which is 9515. So now let us specify Gecko driver here and see whether we will be able to work with Mozilla driver or not. So let me just remove this Chrome driver, and let me put this as Gecko driver. Let me save the script and run as Cucumber feature. This time you should see the Firefox browser would be coming up in the port number 4444, and the same actions what we have written there should be performed without any issue. So I think the browser is still loading, so that is the reason no action is happening yet. So it could be due to my internet connection. So you see both the radio button checked and both has happened. And also I have added a delay function by 2 seconds. That is also one of the reason that where it is taking some time to enter this thing. And also you should understand that Karate has a default ability to close the browser, so you need not manage the closing of the browser activity. So that will happen in Karate by default. So that is how that is how the design is currently. And there are a lot of other parameters, like if in case you wanted to run your script in Safari driver, you can specify this thing. And if you wanted to write in your Microsoft Edge, you need to specify this particular keyword in the type. And you have seen there are a lot of types, so based on the keyword that you specify, accordingly that particular browser would be launched. So these are the two things which would be used for Appium when you are working with mobile automation, and you can also use for Windows desktop automation using WinApp driver, and for Microsoft Edge and IE driver server you can very well use that. So the documentation is very clear, so please do understand that the difference between type being Chrome and Chrome driver is that the protocol varies. So when you use Chrome driver, so the driver actually interfaces your communication with the browser, so it uses W3C protocol, World Wide Web Consortium. And if you specify Chrome, you can very well see that it happens through some other which is native dev protocol. So that is what the difference. And if you specify Gecko driver, and you can also customize this port, like if at all you wanted to have this in a different port number, so you can specify port equals to 8080. So for some time you wanted to launch the Gecko driver using port number 8080. So let us just run this as a feature file. So again the Mozilla should come up and it should perform the same action but if you go to the log and check, this time you will find that port number should be 8080 because we have specifically mentioned to start in port number 8080. On the other hand, Mozilla always uses the default port 4444 to launch browser. So now you should see both actions have been performed and the test gate cost passed as well. So let us just search for the port number to see whether the port number has been customized or not. If you see, the port number is now changed to 8080, but if you see, the default port number for Mozilla is 4444. So this is how you do cross-browser testing using Karate. So it is this simple. You are not liable to maintain the driver files at all in your local or in your framework. So those are all there by default. So all you need to do is that just write a simple statement of configure driver. So you can very well place this particular line in your scenario, but the reason that I have specified is that this makes more meaningful, because later point in time, even if I add another scenario, so this configuration would be still applicable for the entire feature file. So this is how you play with the different browsers, and execution in multiple browsers happens through the Karate. So this is very easy and very handy operation. So that's it for this video, guys. In our upcoming video, I'll be coming with some more actions. So there we will discuss a lot about reporting and screenshots and every other features that is very important for our day-to-day jobs. So I hope you have learned something interesting and you have really liked this video. Just please do hit a like if that is the case, and please do subscribe to my channel so that whenever I push a video, you know that there is something interesting for you to learn. So thank you so much, guys. You have a great rest of today.